So everything's going crazy up at the school. Chloe has been coming with Mist. Mist telling about all the good food and everything at this particular bar. So it's like it's the Plains Inn, but a lot of people call it Plainscape, just as a nickname. Has whatever food that you like, whatever you do. He's been playing it up. John has really enjoyed it coming down. Mist has made sure to point out all sorts of stuff. You've passed a bunch of, like, this section of town tends to have a lot of tieflings, though. And he always, like, every time you see a tiefling, he asks about what your opinions are of the tieflings. Since, of course, he's a tiefling. So he's like, are you not scared of me with these horns and these glowing eyes and this tail and the teeth?
No, I have no reason to be scared of you. I want to be your friend.
So does it not shock you that there's this many tieflings in this district, though? Most of them seem like they need money or they're asking for things.
No, I wish I could help everybody, though.
Well, you know, it's admirable that you help. And there's many different forms of help.
Well, what do you mean?
You know, feeding people that are starving is very important. There are some, like after we're done, I know a couple places that people are starving and they come out about the time that we're done. We'll make sure to feed them on the way back.
That'll be nice.
So good. So he swirls, and he turns himself and looks like Dawn. Now he doesn't have it. Yeah, like Dawn doesn't exist.
Yes.
So
I was like, what? Dawn's not even in this world.
So he turns and he looks like Dawn. He says now. He comes to a door. He says, now these people in here are not as progressive as you and me, so they're not really huge fans of tieflings, but I'm really working on them to maybe hope to turn them around.
I'm gonna whisper, does Dawn know that you can make yourself look like him?
His duck gave me permission.
Oh. I just file that away.
Okay. So he opens the door for you and you walk in. And he walks in behind you. And you now walk out. And he follows behind.
I just walk in and walk right back out.
No. You ate and had a good time. Anything that you wanted to eat. But the sun's in a different spot. I will tell you that. Being a ranger, you notice that. Your sense of time is a little off. But you're like, he must have been in there longer. You got meals. People came and waited on you. Everyone was really friendly in there. Everyone was loving Dawn in there.
Dun, dun, dun.
So they were talking. Had plenty of foods and stuff like that.
Okay.
So, and he swirls and he no longer looks like Dawn. And he looks like Mist.
Well, thanks for dinner. That was good.
It's like, what did you think of all my friends? It's like, weren't they welcoming?
Yeah, they seem to be. But you said they didn't really like tieflings. So, how are you working on them if you don't look like yourself?
Well, didn't you talk about the tieflings when we were in there? About how you like them?
No, I don't remember doing that.
I remember you talking about the tieflings clear as day. Like when you were eating your food, you were telling everybody how you have friends and how you're going to feed them later. So the back of your neck itches too, by the way.
I don't remember that, but the food was good.
Well, it's like you were very persuasive to them with your arguments. It's like I just can't believe I can't believe that you don't remember that you had everyone just hang on every word that you're saying about the tieflings. It's like I think that you that you did an admirable job telling them about all the tieflings you saw on the way and how you were going to help them. Again, the back of your neck is itches.
Well, let's go share our food with them.
I know just the bakery that can help through. So he takes you down. He takes you down the road, and there you see several groups of tieflings huddled down corners.
On the way, like, can I guess on the way, I'm trying to think and remember, did I really have this? So can I roll something?
Roll history.
Nat 20. So, did I really say the things that he's saying I said, or is he?
You believe that everything he says.
That is not what I rolled.
Yeah, Trina.
That's the best possible outcome that you can get. It's like you have memories of everything he said. You have memories of them. It's just.
But my neck feels funny.
It's hard to place everything in order. So you're like, when did that happen? So, and you're still sort of at a loss of time. You could do a survival and see how actually long you were in there, if you want.
Okay.
Because by the location of the it's cloudy today, so maybe by the brightness.
You're doing something weird, cheating.
Well, it's a little bit dimmer in the brightness through. You could have been in there an hour or two. That's what it felt like, but it seems like you maybe were only in there, less than 20 minutes from the cloud stuff. But it feels like you were in there for much longer. Yeah. You remember talking to dozens of people. You remember full eating. You're not hungry, so you definitely did eat and drink something in there.
Okay.
There was people dancing and celebrating.
But I feel weird. Do I feel
just a sense of time. You're
drunk? Drugged?
No. Do you like to drink alcohol?
No.
So you didn't have any alcohol?
Right. I wouldn't have. I would have just had a water.
Yeah.
But you said my neck keeps tingling.
Your neck itches.
So I feel weird. Do I feel like I'm...
Do a history on maybe you can think through your memories about why your neck feels weird.
14 and 115.
You do remember someone laughing and like patting you on the back and and talking about all your experiences at school and you talk about Ravenwood, so maybe they scratched you.
Okay.
You don't have any blood or you don't have anything on so it's just itchy.
Do I feel safe?
Completely at ease.
Okay, so
you felt fine until you saw the two teachers and they you're upset because they're in the alley
and they're hungry.
They're hungry and you feel upset.
Okay.
They're just there. They're begging for food.
I'm going to take the food that I put in my. I guess I'm still wearing my wolf thing.
Yeah, you got your wolf thing.
Yeah. I'm going to put the food that I stuffed in my pockets, I'm going to take it out and give it to them.
Right, so they eat it quite a bit. So you're there and then Miss comes up and it's like, it's just a shame that they don't have the opportunities that I and other tieflings have. Without a lot of food, they'll starve within a day or two, and everyone persecutes them here. I actually know a good shop that's nearby that we could probably get a good deal on food to help them be fed for a while. So we do a survival.
Well, can your family not make sure they get fed? They are pretty important people at the school.
On a teacher's salary, they're lucky to feed. It's like Hank and Scarlet are lucky to feed me and Pepper, much less anything else.
I'm doing a what? Survival.
Yeah, survival.
15.
All right, so these people just in a few seconds have inhaled the food that you gave. But you also know that if you eat too much too fast,
It'll make you sick.
they'll make you sick and they could even possibly kill you. These people are way low on that. So do you want to give them food to where they could possibly gorge themselves?
Oh, so you're starving them.
No, I gave them food, but I'm not going to give them an overabundance to where I could do more harm to them than good.
So Smith's like, you're very kind. Hopefully someone tomorrow feeds them.
Well, maybe we can come back if we have some extra time tomorrow.
We'll probably have class. We'll probably have class, and they always move around. So I guess they'll just have to see if they're lucky.
Well,
And Mrs. Alves said, I really thought you would feed them, but
I did feed them. That's all I had with me. We don't want them to throw up the food we gave them, Mist. You should know that.
oh, I know. But maybe we can hope that they'll show restraint and not gorge themselves.
Well, did you see them eating what I gave them?
Maybe
There was no restraint, Mist.
Maybe they'll be full, but
They're not full. But I'll pray for them on the way back to school.
so sad. Though I really thought that you'd be more generous of a person. I'm going to go give them food so they don't starve tonight. Because look at them. So they're, like I said, they're dehydrated, they're starved. It's like all you did was just delay the inevitable. I'm going to get enough food that hopefully they'll last for a few days. He said, you're welcome to come with me or not. But it's very disappointing. I thought we were of like mind that the tieflings needed to be taken care of.
Everyone needs taken care of.
Yeah. So
You just didn't give people business,
So he goes off a direction. Do you follow him or do you head back to school?
No, I'm going to stay there with the...
So
He
you-
said
so
he
you
was
stay-
bringing food back.
All right, so he comes back with large amounts of food. And he says, am I the one that's going to have to feed them?
Well,
Or are we going to feed them together?
it's not my food, so you go ahead. That way they'll know that it came from you.
Okay.
And I just step back and
So-
I just kind of bow my head and I'm
Right,
going
so
to
well,
pray for them.
Well, you see flashes in your mind of Mist feeding them, and they chow down and they get sick and they bowl over.
Mist!
He's
Don't
like,
give them any more.
I said, I haven't even given him anything.
Yes, you have. Don't give them any more right
I'm
now.
about to give him the first piece.
No, Mist. I saw them eating. Don't give them any more. Let's go take what you have left for somebody else right now. You're gonna make them sick.
So he's holding this right in front of him, and they're like reaching for it. He said, sorry. She says, I can't feed you. Hopefully someone else will give you food later.
This is dark.
He's
But
being a
dude,
turd.
but Drins went double dip.
What can I roll? Because this does not, in my brain, sound like the brother that Pepper told me about. So what can I roll? Hand on head, I know, but like it does. This whole thing doesn't feel right. It doesn't seem like anything Pepper described about her brother.
All of that intuition.
Insight.
16.
So he was going to give them food. It was within their reach. All
But-
they were about to grab it, and you told him to pull it away from them. So there's these two starving, and you look down the aisle, and there's a couple more looking around, because their eyes are glowing down the way. He had enough food for all of them, but again, depending on how far down they were, if they'd gorged themselves, they probably would have bad things happen.
Yeah, they would die.
Yeah.
So I'm not okay
Yep.
with it.
But
So you okay with them starving though?
Somebody else can give them a little bit at a time. When you are I'm a ranger,
It's
so
someone
I
else's
know.
Are you
No.
recording?
So-
Are you recording?
yeah, this is Sesame.
Oh, I gotta tell you something about this.
Yeah.
I know he caught this at.
Yeah.
Because as a ranger, I know nature, I know
Okay,
animals,
so you want to let
I
nature take its course?
know.
Okay.
That is not what I said. That
Maybe
is not
she
what I
is more
said.
like
Look
that
at me.
druid.
Look
Put
at me.
words in her mouth.
That is not what I said.
Eye contact.
So Mist is like, he looks down at them and says, I'm sorry, but we're doing this for your own good. It's like, hopefully someone else can take care of you, and the food that we gave will last long enough that you can say your prayers and find a place to rest. Not all, I will make sure that this food goes to those in the school that need it. It's like, you're very wise, Chloe, in not making them suffer. So he's walking back to the school. So you have images in your head of them in the morning, no longer alive. Because your passive perceptions and your nature without having to roll. You just gave enough that they're not going to, they're not going to survive the night without more food. But they also are not going to, if they do get a hold of it at this point, so they're going to probably be deceased with no food in their belly, or shut down because of too much. They might even fight about it and kill themselves over the food if they're given food with what little energy left that they have.
This took a very dark turn.
So last chance, do you feed them or
I
not?
do not.
So,
But I am going to, without him noticing, put a mark here on something
okay, so just a little.
so that
And come back and
I
check
can
later.
come back without him, because he's not giving me the warm and fuzzies.
So, you go and you notice there's already a mark. Do you do you overwrite the mark? Someone's marked there before.
Then I'll just take a couple steps and make my own mark.
Okay.
I don't want to
All right.
erase somebody else's.
All right. So Mist is up ahead. Do you catch up to him? He's just walking with his
Nope.
head down.
I'm
So
not in the mood to talk.
he stops for a second, turns around, and he's like, "You know whose fault this is?"
Ooh.
He said all those Fae worshippers deny the people with fiendish heritage. There are groups in the city that want to see every tiefling fall. And they all believe that the tieflings are abominations and Fae, Fae are the answer and they cannot coexist. So it's just a shame that no one can see what's really on the inside of those that have been cursed with fiend heritage like me and the others. I'm lucky that I have such a good family and a loving sister that gives me opportunities. So I may not go to sleep wondering if I wake with a full belly.
I don't want anyone to go to sleep with an empty belly, but we can only do our best in this world. So speaking of your sister, I'm gonna head on back so that I can see what she's doing.
Okay. It's like, I'm going to return this bread to the breaker so that way he has enough to feed those who can afford it.
But I thought you said you were gonna make sure the people at the school ate it.
Well, he hands you a couple pieces of bread. He says, make sure to give that to the duck. He seems to be hungry. I don't share the sentiments of the Fae, of this anti-Fae thing. It's just a shame that us tieflings and Fae just don't get along.
Well, you be careful and I'll see you when you get back.
Okay. So he starts heading.
I put it in my pocket, but I have no intention of feeding it to anyone.
Okay. So you throw it away on the way?
Nope.
Doesn't even get inside the school?
Nope, I don't throw it away, but I'm not gonna feed it to anyone. I'm hopeful
God,
that
are you hoarding it now?
I'm hopeful that Vale's going to meet me at the door, at the gate.
Okay, so you come in through the gate and you're looking around. The observatory's over to your right. It's the last time
So
you
is
saw
Val there?
You saw that. Well, there's the trees back there. That's the last time you saw her.
So I'm going to go see if she's in the trees.
So she's not there.
I'm a ranger, so I can try.
Sure.
Do I see her?
Do survival. See if you can do it.
No, I cannot, because I only got a 9.
No, she's very good at just describing her tracks.
Okay.
You want to leave a note for her?
I do. I'll leave a note and just say that if she has time, I have some questions and may need her help.
Okay. So you put it on the observatory door or in the woods.
I've not seen her go in the woods, right?
That's where you saw her. Remember?
Well,
That's where
the
she
trees.
was. Yeah, the trees.
I put it at the tree
Okay. So
where we were.
Okay, you put it at the tree. Okay. So you go inside.
Yes.
So you go inside and there's a commotion going. There's some type of fight. There's some type of fight in the arena. Apparently some upperclassmen and some duck are into it.
Oh.
Okay, so I take off
Towards the arena.
to the arena.
Okay.